Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is Monday. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. Um, Tomorrow is 2 weeks from my surgery, for my second knee surgery in 3 months. So it was a big day today um, because I went out for the first time since my second surgery, and it's a production. everything at the beginning of recovery of your legs is a production. I mean, I've broken a leg before. Well, broken a foot, I should say. I broke my foot, and I was non-weight bearing back when I was in my mid 30s. Way easier back then, but still a pain in the rear end um, when you can't depend on your legs. And with the knee surgery, you can't move them properly. Uh, you are expected to move them and you have to move them. So to get into the bathtub, if we had a freestanding shower or those walk-in showers, not a problem. But no, we have an old house and we have an old clawfoot tub. So the tub, if I'm standing up next to it to get my leg over, the tub comes to the top of my thigh. Like literally, it's that tall. So getting in the tub is a big, huge issue. So after knee surgery, you're not allowed to get a shower. You're not allowed to get it wet. You're not allowed to submerge it, soak it, run water over it. So they say no shower, no bathtub. I mean, I couldn't sit in the bathtub because I'd never be able to get out of it or get back up with it. They'd need a hoist and a, bunch of firemen to come get me out. Um, but you're not allowed to soak anyway, so you can't do that. Until the 8th day after surgery. So day 8, man, you're in that shower and your legs don't work, and it's really hard to get into and out of the shower. Well, I've showered several times now, and it's a big ordeal. Every day it gets easier. Every time it gets easier, and now I think we've finally got it down pat. It took like several times the first knee to figure out the best way to get in and the best way to get out. But with the first knee, I had my non-surgical knee bent very well. This time, my non-surgical knee is still healing. So it's a production. My poor husband, he's, we're both afraid of me falling. That's like the biggest worry, or being stuck in the tub. Because then what if I can't get out? So the first time that I got in the tub, that I was allowed to take a shower, I got in the tub. And these are just like little funny stories. But I got halfway, I got the surgical leg in, the new surgical leg in, which we thought would be the hard part. Well, I got stuck getting my not surgical leg in because I was trying to bend it and get it over, which would be the normal way that I would put it in if, like, pre-surgery. Well, that didn't work so well, so we were kind of stuck there for a minute. We didn't know what to do. Well, now we got it down pat. I mean, they say when you're going up and down stairs, up with the good, down with the bad. So you go up with your good foot first, down with your bad foot first. Your bad foot, down with your bad foot first. So we use that theory in getting into this tub. And I can put my weight on my surgical leg. Both legs are very good weight bearing, so not a problem with that. But it's the movement of them, the bending and the straightening all the way. That's where you come into problems with having knee surgery. Is the legs don't want to, the knees, you have to, they dislocate your knee during the surgery. They cut things, they pull things, they stretch things. So everything swells and aches and is weak and doesn't want to move right. So getting that movement together is the big part of the recuperation, the therapy and all that. So that being said, we figured it out. And we got in and out really easy. I could stand in the shower the whole time, except for washing my feet. I can't get my feet to my body. I can't get my body to my feet. My husband has to help me with like the bottom parts of my legs. The knees just don't bend well enough and I'm not stable enough sitting in a shower chair. And because it's a clawfoot tub, you have to have a small chair. I can't have like a regular like shower bench or chair. They don't fit in my tub. So it's just this little stool, and it doesn't, it's a little wobbly. It's safe. Like Roy holds it steady when I sit down, and he holds it steady when I stand up. But I can now stand in the shower, the whole shower, which a week ago I couldn't do. But I have to sit down to get my feet washed, and he has to help me with that. And if it wasn't for him, I think I would still be stuck in that chair and starved to death, and just a real mess. He has been such a godsend. So today was off to the Sam's Club. And, they have the electric carts there, and they have several of them, and it's Monday morning. It's not the first of the month or like food stamp time or anything. So we think we'll be good to go. And he has a Ford Expedition, which is tall, roomy, but you have to get into it. And my surgical leg is the leg closest to the car. So up with the good means I have to put my outside leg in, like I have to get into the car using the outside leg, not the inside leg, to get in. On the passenger side, because I'm not allowed to drive yet, you don't get that privilege, I don't think, until like 6 weeks. So I have another month of that. So getting in is an ordeal. Like, okay, you're going to go in, you got to step up with the surgical leg, with the not surgical leg, which is now my outside leg, my right side, and then kind of switch your feet around on the running board. So it's a little scary, and because you're up high, but the car has lots of things to hold on to. So getting in was way easier, and getting out was way easier than what we anticipated. So that was cool. Got into the store, and they don't have any carts. They're all in use. And they have like 3 or 4 of them at the store. So here we thought we were going at a good time when like nobody else would be in the store and all the handicap carts are gone. I'm like, well, I have a rolly walker that we borrowed from a friend of ours that you can sit in, or it has 4 wheels and hand brakes, those little red ones with the little seat in the middle. So I get in, I walk in with my walker, or with my cane, and I'm going to just walk right to one of those little electric carts. Roy's going to park the car. He parked up next to the store and let me off because I don't have a handicap sticker to park in the handicap. So he let me out of the car, helped me get out of the car. He parked off to the side next to the building. And then I just had to walk 10 steps into the building, sit down in one of those little electric carts, and I'm going to be good to go. Well, there's no carts. So I call him and I say, there's no, because now he's parking the car. I call him and I say, there's no carts. So can you bring the rolly walker chair thing? And he's like, why don't I just come get you? We'll come back another time. I said, no, we can do this. We can do this. So he brings me the thing. And I'm walking, holding it. And, the meat department is where we needed to go. So I send him, which is on the, the farthest walk away. So I send him to go get the water and the eggs and the blah, blah, blah. And I'll meet you there because I'm really, really slow. So I get there, and he's still doing a little bit of shopping, but he meets me within a couple of minutes. By the time I get there, he shows up. And now I'm sitting down because it's been a long walk, and I had to stand for a while. And that's, stressful when it's all new. So, okay, that's fine. We pick out some meat, and we put it in the cart, and we do the scan and go thing. If you guys don't do that, if you have Sam's Club, I don't know if the other places do that, but if you don't do scan and go, God, you are missing out. That is the best thing on the face of the planet. I totally love the scan and go. You just scan your food as you put it in the cart, and you don't have a checkout line. And you know how those lines can be in those stores sometimes. Even the self-checkouts have long lines. This is a breeze. They don't want you to box it necessarily if you have a lot of stuff as you're scanning, because they need to be able to pick out a few things to scan. But, as you leave the store, they have the scanners that do that. But if you do, then you do. We only had a few items. It wasn't a big deal. We weren't sticking around a long time because we didn't know how long I would last, you know. Uh, so anyway, now I'm tired and we're all the way at the meat department at the far side of the store. And, and I'm like, how about if he's going, I'm going to push you because he knows I'm tired. And I was going to try to like walk the carts. A lot of times people will do that. They'll just like push themselves with their feet in those rolly carts. Well, you have to go backwards because it steers from the back. I'm not going backwards through Sam's Club. I'll run into people, you know. So he's like, no, that ain't gonna work. So I put my feet up on the shopping cart on the axle, and I'm holding on to the shopping cart, and Roy is pushing me from behind. I'm steering, and he's the motor. We were like a little train. We had to look so funny, and people were smiling at us, and I'm like, beep, 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 because we really don't have very good brakes on this thing. And, you know, he wasn't going fast or anything. I couldn't, you know, we couldn't control it and go fast. But it was so funny where I'm pushing like this and got my feet up. And he's got my back and he's steering me this way and I'm steering the cart this way. We made it through the store, through past the checkout lines and out and out. And we did so good. It was quite comical. It would have really been funny. I can't believe people weren't like getting out their phones and saying, look at these crazy people. You'd think they were in Walmart. And we were in Sam's Club. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So that was fun. It kind of it made me laugh. So it was kind of enjoyable. Then it was back into the car. Easier the second time than the first time. Got home. We had a couple errands to, you know, drop off things because, you know, we're packing up the house. So we had some stuff for Goodwill. We dropped that off. Got gas. Came home. He put away all the groceries while I put my foot up for a while. We ate lunch, and now here we are. So this really is not a just funny story video, but it was a funny story in the Sam's Club. But I do have things that I've finished, so I'm real excited to show you some things that I've finished. And let's start with, oh, and I got a Happy Mail. Let's start with that. This, I haven't opened it, and I'm not going to show the address, but this is from, well, maybe I better, she's got Happy Mail written all over it, so I'm going to assume it's okay to say who it's from, but let me just get the card. Yeah, there is a card. Aw, thinking of you. Oh, Regina, I do dream of all the plans with my new niece. This is from Regina Wood. Thank you, or Regina Good. Thank you so much. I love the little card. That's where we're headed, to the beach. That's one of the first places we want to go. So let's see what is in here. Nope, the packing material is fine. I don't mind it at all. Oh, look, she made me things. Oh, this is so awesome. These are part of my Welcome to the Beach Week trip gift for you. Oh, you were supposed to go to the beach. I hope they make you smile. I thought I saw on one of your summer at the camper videos that you had a Cocker Spaniel at one time. I hope I was right. Sorry we didn't get a chance to meet at the beach. Maybe we can on another one of your visits to Florida. I would love that, Regina. I did not have a Cocker Spaniel. I had a Shih Tzu. And I could see how you could mix her up with a Cocker Spaniel. She's longish hair, you know, because she's got poodle in her. Oh, look. Can I put these on Boggy Blankets? Would you be all right with that? The purple hearts. Look at that. I love them. Can I put them? Let me know in the comments if you mind if I put these on Boggy Blankets, because I would love to do that and share the hearts with the kids. And then she's got these, look at these, so awesome. We have diamond paintings in gnomes. I have 2 gnomes here. Oh, stop. 2 Christmas, well, I guess he's a watermelon gnome. And this one is a citrus gnome. He reminds me of Christmas. A Christmas on the beach gnome, but it's watermelon because he's got a watermelon. And he's holding like a grapefruit or orange or something. So cute. And they're glittery on both sides. Oh, I love these. I'm going to put these up in the camper. And this one is a puppy dog. So it's supposed to be my Lacy Lou. She was black and white, but this is so cute. I love it so very much. And it is making me smile, and I'm so happy to have them. And I'm so thankful that you were thinking of me. I appreciate it so very much. And I really do want to put these on Boggy Blankets. So that's so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Regina. And I am sorry that we did not get to meet. That's, you know, but what are you going to do? It's regretful. But I will be in Florida sometime over the winter, definitely for Boggy Creek delivery. And when we leave, it's going to depend on, and we're going to head to Florida. I mean, I think that's the first place we're going to go to. Well, we'll have stops along the way, but they say in all the camping travel, the permanent full-time RVers, they say if you're living full-time in your RV, you should travel no more than 300 miles a day, which we're gathering is about a 5-hour drive. And they say you should stay at your destination for at least 3 days, so you rest and you get to see things, and you know, so it's like the 3 rule thing: 300 miles, 3 days, and be in by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so you can cook and set up and not be too exhausted. That's our understanding. And I think 300 miles and 5 hours of driving is probably good. When we leave here, it's going to be winter, and we won't be able to fill our tanks and stuff like that. In the camper, you know, it's self-sufficient, right? You bring your own water, and we won't be able to fill probably here because it'll probably be below freezing all through Ohio. To go south, we'll be in Ohio, and cooler temperatures for the first day or 2. So we're not going to leave if it's snow. If there's, you know, we want to hold off until there's, our winters, knock on wood, have been very mild around here the last several years. When Roy had surgery last year and I had to do the shoveling, so I only had to shovel once. He shoveled once after he was recuperated and back to work. He shoveled once and I shoveled once. And that was all the shoveling that we needed to do last winter. But we're new at pulling an RV. We haven't really done that. We've always permanently parked, except for a pop-up, which is like, you hardly even know a pop-up's on the back of your camper or back of your car. So we're going to take it slow and learn the ropes. And we don't want to do that if it's snowing because snowing makes slippery. So part of when we leave here is going to be determined by how far we are with packing and stuff on the house. And so house stuff, and then the next big factor is the weather. If there's like expected snowstorms over the next couple of days or something, we're hanging out for another little while. And then we're going to take a couple of days to get wherever we can go to where it's going to be warm enough we could fill our tanks. And so we're very up in the air about how that stuff is going to happen. But then basically we're heading to Florida. We have friends to visit, and people we probably want to see along the way too. And so when I might not get any crochet hardly in this at all, I am sorry to say, because I'm just gabbing away and it's 20 minutes already. But I did want to throw this out there, as long as we're talking about the travel part of what's happening in our lives next. When we start our travel, my channel is going to change a little bit. It's still going to be crochet, because that's my love, that's my joy, that's where, and that's where all my friends are, and I don't want to change that. But also, I know a lot of you like to see where we're going and what you want to come with us. You want to travel with us. You want to see what we're seeing. You want to do what we're doing. And I love sharing that. So there will be a lot of that as well. And I don't want to do a separate channel for it. But let me know what you guys think. Will that be a turnoff to you if we do like Charm Grammy Crochet and Camping? Camping and crochet. I don't know which sounds better. Because I still want to be a crochet channel, but I also want to include all of the camping things that I do. So I'd really, really be interested in knowing what you all think about, do I just do a separate channel and you'll come watch and see where we're at, or, which I really don't want to do that. I'd rather keep you all together, keep it all together. And you can fast forward through things you don't want to see, just like this whole video maybe. Since so far there really hasn't been any, it's all kind of a life update and what's going on in the future, and maybe that's what this whole video, and my happy mail, of course, my happy mail. Maybe I'll end this video here with those thoughts, and let me know what you think. Regina, let me know if you mind if I put these on Boggy Blankets. First of all, and then I would like your opinions on like a camping and crochet channel together or separate channels. Do you want to come along? I get the impression that a lot of you really want to come along, but I don't also want to lose half my subscribers because they're like, oh God, that's all she's doing is camping again and travel again. But I would love for it to be together. That would be my preference, but I will do what you guys think you would prefer to see. So let me know what you think, and I will definitely keep that in mind. And then on that note, I'm also thinking, like, what would I call the channel? I don't want to change Charm Grammy. Everybody knows me as Charm Grammy, just like Tracy has Crochet Rocks and all those other, Life Rocks and Dieting and whatever she does. Tracy from Crochet Rocks, love her. She has the several other channels. And I really should talk to her about that too. How did she, like going back and forth? I don't always have enough content, I think, to do both. And there will be like travel days where I don't have anything to talk about but crochet. And then there's going to be touring days where that's all I do is, get to see cool things. I mean, that's the plan. That's the hope. That's what we're looking forward to. So I'm thinking Charm Grammy, crochet and camping. Camping and crochet sounds better. I think it flows better. Or what do you guys think? If I should do one channel, what do you think of a name? I still want it to be Charm Grammy something, but so if I separate it, it'll be Charm Grammy Camping, Charm Grammy Travel, Charm Grammy, I don't know. And then still Charm Grammy Crochet. So anyway, I am going to end this. It's almost 25 minutes. And I didn't even get to talk about my crochet stuff yet because I was just babbling. I had so much to say. I haven't been up to doing the things that we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of packing. Well, my husband has. I've been doing a lot of directing. I've been supervising. He's been doing the work. But it's been a lot of time moving around and in the chair and out of the chair and on the recliner, and it gets tiring on your body when you're still recovering. But I have all those drugs out of my system, and so I'm feeling way better, and I can do more. So I wanted to get this video out, and then I think I'm going to do right after this actual crochet video, which you'll probably see the next day. That way you're not overwhelmed. And I think soon I might start packing up yarn again. but we've been working with my husband home. He can do like a lot of heavy lifting of things that I can't do. We cleaned out some space in the basement. 1 or 2 rooms. We have like storage rooms in the basement, and or the dungeon, as you all know. I like to refer to my basement as the dungeon. But we had like a pantry area, and we cleaned that out, and he worked in the other storage area. I can't get to that because there's just so much stuff in there. Like, we've been hoarding boxes in our basement for packing, and you can't get around down there because we have all of our crap, and then we have all these boxes to put crap in. Well, now as we're cleaning out, we cleaned out the big closet up here and got rid of 50% of what's in there. Probably another 50% needs to go, but we still need like our linens and our toilet paper and, you know, all that kind of stuff that gets stored in there. Vacuum cleaners and, you know, all that stuff. So like, as we deplete things, we still need things because we're going to be here for another 3 or 4 months. So it's kind of like do and redo, but we're getting rid of a lot of stuff, and it takes time to do that, you know. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the input that I just know you're going to leave for me. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for your patience with my recovery. I hope you enjoyed my funny grocery shopping story. And thank you, Regina, so much for the Happy Mail. I love it so very much. And I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.